It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to...
Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for James Conner. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Right back to Conner here on 1st. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
First down, Steelers.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Goff. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work. Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
3rd and long. It's gone. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will make our score 9-0. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Open man left side. That's the tight end, Herndon. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. They'll try and run forward with Conner. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Roethlisberger will throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On 2nd down, it's Hunt. Fights free yet again. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 33 and a first.
180. 20.
Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Mark Barrett, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A gain there of 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Point after, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now Roethlisberger. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will shave one more off this lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 17-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now gone. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Gall. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, it's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. His 2nd sack of the night. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They can't stop us. They cannot hold us down.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. They'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. After the sack on first down, Goff.
You see me?
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Uncorks one for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Out of the gun. Goff. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And quick throw here. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try.
Hey, Charlie. 55.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro.
Hold on. Check.
On first down, gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Gone. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He'll fight a man over the middle. It's Washington. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Sean Davis that time on the tackle.
26 months. He's scared. 26 months. 26 months. Here we go. 14. 14. He's going to double up.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
It's got third down and 9 yards to go.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They run again with Hunt. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now gone. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. Taywan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Goff now looks to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
20, 20, 2 for 1, 2 for 1. 26 Mike. Come on. 2 for 1, 2 for 1. 26 Mike. Hey, orbit. 26.
To throw is gone. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Taywan Taylor with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and through. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Steelers 17.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Oh, nice move at midfield. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Back now in Nashville. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Here we go. Black 80.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
7-7.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a first down on a gain of 10. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to run with Connor, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the right side, complete to Taylor. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Go ground. Watch the curl. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle.
Goff now to throw. Carrying it out deep for Smith. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Here we go.
Again, a run with Connor. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Connor. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's get it.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. On the run is Connor. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. Open man left side. That's the tight end, Herndon. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They'll run on 1st down. Connor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their #1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. The quick slant caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. The Titans on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. One last throw here for Goff. And he's going to go down again. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Pittsburgh, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.